The purpose of this podcast is to educate and inform. It is no substitute for professional care by your doctor or your qualified healthcare professional. Never disregard or delay professional medical advice because of something you've heard on this podcast or in any linked material. Guests who speak on this podcast express their own opinions, experience, and conclusions. Dr. Shirley neither endorses nor opposes any particular opinion discussed on this podcast. The views expressed on this podcast have no relation to those of any academic, hospital, practice, institution, or other entity with which Dr. Shirley may be affiliated.
Welcome to Forever Fab, the podcast on fashion, the art of living, and all things beauty. This podcast is curated by Dr. Shirley Madeir, MD, as the definitive source of holistic wellness through beauty.
Hi everyone, it's Dr. Shirley. Welcome to 15 Minutes of FAB, a segment of the Forever Fab podcast where I review products and services in 15 minutes or less. If you don't have time to tune into my full-length podcast, then please check out 15 Minutes of FAB. Some have considered it truth in beauty, plastic surgery secrets, nerdy or academic take on beauty, but whatever you consider it to be and however the program serves you, my aim is to engage you as a credible and authoritative voice in all aspects of beauty and wellness, including products, services, technologies, and innovations in plastic surgery. So that said, let's get started. Today's product review is on Dr. Barbara Sturm's Glow Drops. I've been actually really anxious to try this product out because this product and this founder, Dr. Barbara Sturm, gets press everywhere, like everywhere. She exploded onto the scene, good for her. And so I felt that, okay, this product, there's a lot of hype around it. We got to check it out. So in the past few months of shutdowns and lockdowns and feeling downs, I've gained some time. And in that time, I've been very lucky to be able to have the opportunity to experiment with, try out, and review some of my favorite things. And some of my favorite things are beauty products and skincare devices. So today, we are going to talk about Dr. Barbara Sturm's Glow Drops. And what is it? It's a face serum. And her brand mantra is molecular cosmetics. So I guess cosmetics made with molecules, molecular cosmetics. Okay. The brand benefits, according to the website, are that they revitalize dull skin, restore radiance, optimize skin tone, refine pores for a more even appearance, and endow a natural glow. And this product in particular has light reflecting pigments that instantly create a youthful radiance, and it helps to even out skin irregularities and complexion. That's a pretty big bill. So let's see what happens. What is the company about? Dr. Barbara Sturm, what motivates her? So I'm going to quote directly from the website because I think it captures it pretty well. So quote, Dr. Barbara Sturm is a German aesthetics doctor, widely renowned for her anti-inflammatory philosophy and her non-surgical anti-aging skin treatments. Dr. Sturm began her medical career in orthopedics as part of the team that developed cutting-edge treatments for inflammatory conditions like osteoarthritis. Termed the Kobe procedure, after the late NBA basketball star Kobe Bryant, the treatment utilizes the patient's own blood cells to produce proteins that reduce inflammation and stimulate the healing process. Dr. Sturm then translated science from her clinical research and orthopedic practice into the field of aesthetics and opened her own medical clinic in Dusseldorf. As she continues to innovate and revolutionize the field, she became one of the most sought-after beauty doctors in the world. In 2002, Dr. Sturm developed her famous MC1, a bespoke plasma-based cream only available to Dr. Sturm's patients. The potent cream harnesses the power of the body's own proteins in a skin healing formula to address the visible signs of inflammation. Building on her platform of product performance and innovation, Dr. Sturm launched a full skincare range in 2014. Dr. Barbara Sturm Molecular Cosmetics is the amalgamation of scientifically driven aesthetic medicine and nature's reparative contributions. At Dr. Barbara Sturm, our ethos represents the credibility of innovation without the use of toxic, harmful, or aggressive ingredients in our products. And on, end quote. So there you have it. That's what the doctor and the brand are all about. In this particular product that I reviewed, the Glow Drops, the active and primary ingredients are exactly 36. And I'm going to quickly list them all for you. And if anything sounds familiar to you, then maybe you'll buy the product. Anyway, the active and primary ingredients are water, sweet almond oil, C12-15 acylyl benzoate, glyceris, lactobacillus ferment extract, butylene glycol, glycerol stearate, panthenol, sodium hyaluronate, polygonum bisorta root extract, radish root ferment filtrate, biosaccharide gum 1, rosa cannoni fruit extract, citrulyl alcohol, stearic acid, carbomer, sodium lauryl glutamate, ethyl hexylglycerin, mica, hexylene glycol, sodium hydroxide, alcohol, caprylic capric triglyceride, synthetic fluorofluorogapite, pantolactone, caprol glycol, xanthan gum, ascorbyl palmitate. There's more. Citric acid, ascorbic acid, dimethicone, phenyoxyethanol, alumina, tin oxide, iron oxide, Ci77491, and titanium dioxide, Ci77891. 36 ingredients. The Glow Drops benefit are that, quote, the Glow Drops are used anytime you need the hashtag Sturm Glow. My Glow Drops can enhance makeup or replace it, end quote. So this is not just a skincare product. It can also be used as makeup. So some people may find that actually beneficial. How to use Glow Drops? You can apply anytime. You can apply it after makeup, over makeup, or in combination with whatever your preferred skincare product is. So again, this is a very versatile product according to the brand. My experience with the brand is that, as I mentioned, I was very excited and anxious to try it because the brand gets a lot of hype and a lot of positive reviews, glowing reviews. And I thought, wow, this is great. A lot of people have experience with it and they think it's a fantastic product. And I really need to try this and deliver my experience to my audience. So over the past probably 2 months, I have been using the product and I was using it daily. I'm now using it once or twice a week for a couple of reasons. And one of which is that I like to use other things also. So let me continue to tell you why I gave it a FAB score of what I did. So what is a FAB score in general? It's a number score from 1 to 5 that I use to rate products and services, with 1 being not something I would recommend and 5 being absolutely fabulous. And of course I would recommend it. The score is based on my personal experience with the product or service, as well as my professional background as a plastic surgeon and holistic wellness expert. And to come up with the FAB score, I assess and take into account several factors, including but not limited to ingredients, the formulation of those ingredients and how they come together, how clean the formulation is, aesthetics, both of the product and the packaging, sensation, olfaction, what it smells like, effectiveness, sustainability, whether or not the brand does any social good, the price, and other factors. So even though it's a complex list or a lengthy list of factors that I take into consideration, I've scaled that all back into a fairly simple FAB score of 1 to 5. So Dr. Barbara Sturm's Glow Drops received a FAB score from me of 3.5. And the positive reasons for the 3.5 are as follows. Number 1, it's woman-owned. I like to support my tribe, so I think that's a plus. It's woman-owned. Great for her that she found something that really resonated with her, that excited her, inspired her, and that she felt she could fulfill a need. So she created a product and put it out there and shared it with the world. So that's a super plus. The other plus is that the brand offers a full line of products, pretty much anything and everything that you would need for your skincare routine. They do offer travel kits, which I appreciate, because if I like something, I have to have it in my travel kit and have to have it wherever I go. The other plus is that they have, the brand has targeted product sets for specific skin issues. And I think that's really important. They have a set for teenage acne, one for anti-aging, another one for hyperpigmentation, another one for pollution, and another one for redness. So I think that's something that is important, especially as a physician. And that's something that I look for in another physician-owned line. To my same point, it is physician formulated. So I do think there's a credibility and a knowledge base and an understanding there that I think is really important. Now, interestingly enough, Dr. Barbara Sturm came from orthopedics, and those are doctors and surgeons who deal mostly with bone. But nonetheless, the basics are there. Her medical education is obvious when it comes to product formulation and intention. So I think that's positive. And then lastly, the website is positive. It was easy to navigate and clean and fairly straightforward. So that's why the Glow Drops received a FAB score of 3.5. On the negative side, I had to take away a couple of points or fractions of points for these negatives in my perception. There are a high number of, chemicals and lab-sourced ingredients. So it's not a clean formulation for a number of reasons because of all the chemicals. Number one. Number two, the number of ingredients, 36. And there was no place on the site, at least specific to this product, that said that it was not formulated, with phthalates or GMOs. I mean, there's clearly silicone in there with the dimethicones. So not a clean formulation. High number of lab-sourced ingredients. The price is steep for some people across the product offerings. The least expensive product that I found was $50, and the most expensive was $800. So again, luxury priced products. And if that's something that is, in your bandwidth and within your budget, then go for it. But otherwise, that may be prohibitive and restrictive for some people. The marketing, I totally appreciate assertive marketing, especially in a world where everything is just so loud and it's hard to get someone's attention. But for me, the extensive marketing around this product was really a lot, for me at least. But nonetheless, it got my attention, and I obviously bought the product and tried it. Now we'll see whether or not I continue to buy the product. And then the last negative is that I felt that they were high-priced skincare products that really didn't deliver on high expectations. And the expectations for me were set so high because of all the marketing. So there you have it. That's my review of Dr. Barbara Sturm's Glow Drops. And if you liked this episode of the Forever Fab podcast, then please share it and subscribe to the feed. Thank you for listening to this week's Forever Fab podcast episode. Until next time, stay beautiful and fearless inside and out.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Forever Fab, the podcast on fashion, the art of living, and all things beauty, curated by Dr. Shirley Madeir, MD. Live beautifully and help make the world a more beautiful place.